the mission and the task in front of us is New Jersey. This race where I'm looking at some of these polls, man. The new, I think it was the Qantas Insights poll that came out last night. Really interesting byline. If you went into the crosstabs, one of the questions they asked was that old question about not who are you voting for, but who's your neighbor going to vote for? And there was this really interesting phenomena that we also saw with a candidate named Donald J. Trump last year, where if you asked the question, who's your neighbor going to vote for, suddenly Trump's numbers would bump up. And they called that the shy Trump voter effect. Well, we might also be seeing a shy Chitterelli effect because his numbers bumped up. Now he's leading by 6 points when they asked that question, who's your neighbor going to vote for? So what I'm thinking is, man, there could be a chance that our boy Chit up there in New Jersey, he might actually be able to have a groundswell of support that we're not yet tracking in a lot of these polling numbers. I know you've got new numbers on the mail-ins. Break us down.
Yeah, and look, once again, if you would have told me months ago that this race would be neck and neck, I would have said, look, we're not supposed to be able to win Jersey. We're not supposed to be able to flip a blue state after the White House turns red and we've got all of Congress, right? We're used to a pushback. That's not happening right now, right? We are in play. New Jersey is competitive, and it's because of all the work of so many people coming together. Here are the numbers that we just got hot off the presses about 25 minutes ago. Okay, if you look in Jersey, 184,000 registered Republicans have requested a mail-in ballot. The good news is a bunch of them have sent it back. The bad news, 76,000 New Jersey registered Republicans have a ballot sitting on their dining room table. Jack, this is the entire election, right? We at New Jersey Chase, njchase.com, we have 105 full-time ballot chasers. This is what they're doing. I want to be very specific. We are going to the houses of those 76,000 Republicans that went through the process to request a ballot, but they've yet to send it back. If we can bring that number down and make sure that tens of thousands of them send it back. Remember, Jack only lost by 80,000 votes in 2021. This is what we must prioritize. We've got to compete in early vote, and then we've got to dominate Election Day. But right now, the battle is getting that 76,000 number, getting to those people, and getting those ballots back in.
Look, this is what it comes down to. And Charlie was the one who understood this, that our elections have changed from a persuasion process to a collection process. It's about putting pieces of paper in boxes. That's what it's all about. And the Democrats changed this. We don't want to be doing this. Like those of us who have done politics and, Turning Point Action and the rest, we would much prefer to go back to the old method. But if this is going to be the new method, we've got to fight smart and win the same way we did last year. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's 100% correct. Look, you have two options. One, you can complain about the rules and guarantee a loss. Or you can say, hey, let's fight fire with fire. Let's try to compete against the Democrats using their own tactics. And that's exactly what we've done. As you know, this whole Chase thing is just me taking Biden's 2020 playbook in Pennsylvania, rerunning it in 2024, but for our side, and now just taking all the things that we learned from Pennsylvania, doing the PHAs, and using it in New Jersey. Here's my ask to everybody out there, Human Events Daily, everybody in Poso Nation. If you want to help us win New Jersey, there's two things you can do. One, come to New Jersey. We've got Super Chase events that Jack and I will be at both Sunday and Monday. Big events. If people want to come out and help us knock doors. But if you can't, njchase.com, go there right now, sponsor a ballot chaser. We only got 6 days left. I need to keep as many of these people on the ground. I want to really make sure that we don't have to pull out, that we can finish strong. That 76,000 number. If you chip in $175, that is a full day of ballot chasing. That is us talking to dozens of voters on that list that have a ballot right there. But those are the two options. Either come out to Jersey. If you can't, go to njchase.com, sponsor a ballot chaser. This is the fight, and Jack Chitterelli has a real shot at winning.
I love it. Vote for Chit. I saw somebody calling him Chit, because it's Chitterelli. Said we got to get up there and got to go vote for Chit. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm down with that. I could think of some other puns that maybe we got to be careful with, but no, that's great. And you're right. I will be there this Sunday, Tom's River, for the Turning Point Action joining up with the NJ Chase, and we're going to be doing that event. It's 1 p.m. in Toms River. Go to turningpointaction.com. You can get all the information on this. First time that Turning Point Action has deployed to New Jersey. And it's really just because when you look at the race itself, when you look at the metrics, when you look at the momentum, and Chit has got the momentum. Jack Ciattarelli has the ability to win this race and tell the entire political ecosystem that, guess what? The Republicans just flipped a blue state when you said it was impossible.